Hi my friends, it's so good to be back here again. Thank you so much for always tuning in to my channel. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your love and your support so far. You guys have been awesome, and don't forget, this is Saffron Media and we are here to give you the latest, trending, most exciting and reliable news. So if you want the best and most authentic news, this is where you should be. And also don't forget to share this with your friends and your families, because they don't want to miss anything happening right here in Nigeria, and I'm sure that you wouldn't want them to miss anything. And right here, uh, President Muhammad Buhari, of course, you know that the APC crisis is seem not to be easing, because even APC have decided to convene a NEC meeting now. And of course, Nabena has told Buhari that this is the time that NEC should have a meeting, that it is very important before the party collapses, that if NEC does not hold a meeting quickly, it's likely APC would collapse. And of course, with the recent happenings, you should know that that is likely going to be the case for the APC. But before then, guys, before we bring you details of that, also don't forget that the APC have issues, just as we're saying. And of course, the former national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, APC, has also called on the president, Buhari, that if he does not intervene quickly in the crisis in the party is likely going to affect his government and his regime this time around. So he should quickly call an emergency meeting for the party. All of these and many more are the details I'll be bringing to you shortly. But before then, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you subscribe. And also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime we drop a new video. Okay, right here, President Buhari has been told by Nabena to convene the National Executive Meeting immediately. And that is the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, Yekini Nabena, has urged the President, Major Buhari, retire to convene a National Executive Meeting to prevent the party from collapsing. Nabena said this in an interview with the newsmen in Abuja on Saturday. He explained that the party was drifting towards disintegration unless urgent action was taken. The party chieftain said, "I call on our dear president to accede to the request by a majority of well-meaning party members and leaders and convene an emergency NEC meeting to address the leadership crisis and deliberate on consolidating the APC's control of Edo and Ondo State ahead of the forthcoming governorship elections." According to him, the president's position as the leader of the ruling party puts him in a good stead to call every member of the party to order. Nabena said the president should use his position to convene an emergency NEC meeting because the crisis within the party should not be allowed to degenerate further. He alleged that Victor Giadom, who is parading himself as the party's acting national chairman, was acting out a script of certain individuals who didn't wish the APC well. Nabena further said at least 4 people are laying claim to be the chairmanship of the APC following the court-ordered suspension of Comrade Adams or C0LLAP. All manner of court cases and orders are flying around contesting party decisions and National Working Committee positions. Factions are festering at the national level, and many states the APC is clearly at a tipping point. And yes, we know all that Victor Giadom has been parading himself and even claimed that he has a court order as to be the acting chairman of the party, and so many other people that are also claiming the same position since the suspension of Comrade Adams or C0LLAP. And of course, we know that everyone who loves the APC party is beckoning on the president to quickly call the party together, because there's likely going to be a problem in the party. And Odige Oyegun is not left out, as he says APC is becoming a threat to Buhari, that if things are not taken quickly, if they are not being attended to quickly, it's going to spill out of hand and it's going to destroy the government for President Buhari. As the former national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Chief John Odige Oyegun, has said the APC was fast becoming a threat to the regime of the President Buhari. Odige Oyegun said this in a statement he signed in Abuja on Saturday. According to him, the fact remains that a government performance is not only judged in its infrastructural development but also by its politics. He cited an example with the annulment of the June 12, 1993 election by a former military dictator, General Ibrahim Babangida. In a statement titled "Before It's Too Late," Odige Oyegun said, "Our own political party, the APC, is fast becoming the single most dangerous threat to the legacy of our government and our president." In the last few months, we have watched how the party has brazenly subverted its own principles of internal democracy and flagrant violation of every rule of decent political engagement in a manner that makes everyone associated with its promise of change liable to be accused of either hypocrisy or apostasy. He explained that when he joined others to build a coalition of progressives in 2012, they were driven by a deep sense of patriotism to rescue Nigeria and a strong commitment to salvage Nigeria's democracy. We believe at that time that the ship of our country was headed for the rocks. Therefore, the significant progress position parties, and indeed all men and women of goodwill, joined forces, not only to bring it back on course, but also to set it on completely different trajectory that would restore the hopes of our people and make every Nigerian proud of this great country again. He urged leaders of the party to convene a National Executive Committee meeting of the party and agree to set up interim management to pilot the affairs of the party in order to return the party to a position of strength. And so many other people, just as I told you earlier, are calling on the president, calling on well-meaning party chieftains that they should call a National Executive Council meeting immediately just to put the party to shape, because a lot is going on and it seems things are not getting better. Of course, earlier on Saturday, the parties still said, because a court ruling, one of the party chieftains still came out to say that all is well with the party, that everything is settled since Comrade Adams of C0LLAP has been freed from the court case in his ward in Edo State. But all of this we don't seem not to be really clear and true at the moment, because of course they have not been confirmed really, and when all this is confirmed we'll bring them to you. But it seems things are not getting easier, because just as one part is being made easy, another part is getting hotter and hotter, because in a ward in Edo State, they've decided to say that if in some part of the Edo State wards, and of course there were news that some of the party councillors and chairmen defected to the APC, and of course some still came back to say they did not defect, especially those from the ward of Comrade Adams of C0LLAP. The chairman of that ward came out to say that he did not defect to any party, that is still very much in the APC. You know, all of these seem to be very confusing, because at the moment so many things are going wrong, and even there are threats here and there saying who and who shouldn't come into Edo State, or else there'll be a problem. All these are some of the things that the president should quickly call the party together, because as the number one man of the APC, this is the right thing for him to do before the party collapses, because if he doesn't do it, there's likely going to be more problems for the APC. And don't forget that this election is not just about Edo State, it is also for Ondo State. So if they don't quickly put their house together, there's likely going to be more problems for the APC. So it is advisable that the president quickly adhere to this course and arrange a NEC meeting immediately, and all of this will be solved. So that is it, guys. So we'll be waiting to hear from you. We'll be waiting to read from you. If you have anything to say about this, please don't hesitate to drop your comment. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate you. Please don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time.